Right now, voters at the polls and America at a crossroads.
This is a big election.
I know we've been through tough times.
Barack Obama and Mitt Romney have been working toward this moment for months.
If you can't seem to remember the policies on your own website, then you might have amnesia.
Sparring every step of the way.
They've been reduced to petty attacks and silly word games.
We're live across the country, covering the candidates and the final appeals to swing state voters.
We can't afford to wait 4 more years.
The American people are bringing their country back.
This is CNN's coverage of Election Day in America, the fight for the presidency, the battle for Congress, and the issues dividing the nation.
I still believe in you. And if you still believe in me, I'm asking for your vote.
I need you to go out there and find people that'll come join our cause.
It's your vote, your future, your country, your choice.
Today, 90 million Americans will head to the polls. That includes the men on the ballot. Republican nominee Mitt Romney voted just minutes ago in Massachusetts. Vice President Joe Biden did the same early this morning in Delaware. Romney's running mate Paul Ryan votes later this hour in Wisconsin. You might remember President Obama beat the rush. He cast his ballot just a couple of weeks ago during a stopover in his hometown of Chicago.
Right now, it's up to the voters, and America is waiting for the verdict. Will it be Barack Obama?
We know what we want to do works. We know what they want to do doesn't work.
Or Mitt Romney?
He's offering excuses. I've got a plan.
This presidential contest could be a squeaker till the end.
We're going to win with your help.
We'll win this election.
We're live across the country in the swing states where this fight has been playing out for months.
Hope and change has become anger, frustration, divide, and conquer.
Folks, they're not sketchy. They're etch-a-sketchy.
This is CNN's coverage of Election Day in America, the fight for the presidency, the battle for Congress, and the issues dividing the nation.
I still believe in you. And if you still believe in me, I'm asking for your vote.
I need you to go out there and find people that'll come join our cause.
It's your vote, your future, your country, your choice.
A long, hard-fought and costly presidential campaign comes to an end as voters now going to the polls. I'm Suzanne Malveaux. This is a CNN special coverage of Election Day here in America. Polls opening this hour in 5 more states: Alaska, California, Idaho, Nevada, and Washington. The election will determine whether President Obama gets another 4 years in office or whether Mitt Romney becomes the nation's 45th president. Both candidates spending the final hours of the campaign hitting crucial battleground states in a mad dash to rev up supporters. Today, the voters get to have their say.
Right now, the final frantic race for president as Americans head to the polls and have their say. Mitt Romney and Barack Obama ending a long and close campaign.
Do you want more of the same or do you want change?
Fighting for every vote until the bitter end.
We know what change looks like. And what he's offering ain't it.
We're live across the country with the candidates and in the battleground states that hold the keys to the White House.
Together we can get this done.
There's only one direction: forward.
This is CNN's coverage of Election Day in America, the fight for the presidency, the battle for Congress, and the issues dividing the nation.
I still believe in you. And if you still believe in me, I'm asking for your vote.
I need you to go out there and find people that'll come join our cause.
It's your vote, your future, your country, your choice.
I'm Suzanne Malveaux. It's Election Day, and most of the polls are now open. Hawaii is the last state waiting to get in on the action. Their polls open next hour. As we know, every vote counts. Very important, especially with the dead heat in the presidential race. There's just 1 point difference in our last national poll of polls. Mitt Romney casting his ballot a couple hours ago in Belmont, Massachusetts. But voting is just the first stop for the Republican challenger. He's still got campaign events to get to. Romney going to be in Cleveland a little later this hour, and then it's a short hop to the last stop. That is in Moon Township, Pennsylvania, just outside of Pittsburgh.
The presidential race has been won by Governor Ronald Reagan of California.
George Herbert Walker Bush, 41st President of the United States.
Governor Clinton is now President. Bill Clinton too close to call.
Here it is, George W. Bush re-elected. Barack Obama, President-elect of the United States.
This is CNN.
This is it, a crucial moment for the presidential candidates and for the American people.
We are counting down to the first results on this election night in America.
It's the tense finale of a long and heated presidential race.
Refusing to answer questions about the details of your policies isn't change.
Attacking me doesn't make an agenda, doesn't get people back to work.
Voters are choosing, and America is waiting for the first results and the last word on who wins the White House.
The next president of the United States, Mitt Romney.
Our president, Barack Obama.
Tonight, Barack Obama and Mitt Romney battle for the highest office in the land, knowing a handful of swing states will be the ultimate deciders.
Ohio, you're going to make it happen.
That's what's at stake, New Hampshire.
Colorado is at the cusp of the battleground states.
Together we can win Florida.
A contest that's been close for months in a nation divided between red and blue. We don't know who will win.
We need to make sure that we win this one. It counts.
Or how soon the outcome will be clear.
Are you fired up? Are you ready to go?
Now, CNN's coverage of Election Night in America, the fight for the presidency, the battle for Congress, and the issues dividing the nation.
Do you want more of the same or do you want change?
I'm not ready to give up on the fight.
The polls are open, the nation is watching, and history is in the making right now.
It's all in the hands of the voters right now. You're looking at a live picture of a polling place in Nashua, New Hampshire, one of the critical battleground states we're watching as we get closer and closer to the first election results. We'd like to welcome our viewers in the United States and around the world. I'm Wolf Blitzer. About an hour from now, we may be able to make the first projections in the presidential race, and we'll get our first clues about how tonight may go for President Barack Obama and former Governor Mitt Romney. We're counting down to the top of the hour when all the polls will close in the states of Georgia, Indiana, Kentucky, South Carolina, Vermont, and the battleground state of Virginia. Some polls in Indiana and Kentucky, by the way, they are closing right now. A total of 60 electoral votes are on the line in those states. 270, you'll be hearing that number a lot. 270 are needed to win the White House.
The presidential race has been won by Governor Ronald Reagan of California.
George Herbert Walker Bush, 41st President of the United States.
Governor Clinton is now President. Bill Clinton too close to call.
Here it is, George W. Bush re-elected. Barack Obama, President-elect of the United States.
This is CNN.
We're closing in on the first results in the battle for the White House.
We can only guess how late the night will go. It is going to be an exciting night and how close it will be.
Across the land, this is the moment when Americans choose their leader and chart their future.
A bigger, better country. That is what's in store with new leadership.
You know I'll fight for you and your families.
This is the moment when a long, bitter campaign ends.
You don't scare hardworking Americans just to scare up some votes. That's not what being president's all about.
And a long, suspenseful night begins.
Do you want 4 more years with 23 million Americans looking for a good job?
This is the moment when everything is on the line and anything can happen. Tonight, the results the world has been waiting for. Barack Obama and Mitt Romney vying for every vote and every battleground that will decide the election.
We'll win Ohio.
America is counting on Florida.
Right here in Iowa.
We're going to win Wisconsin.
A presidential contest that's been neck and neck for months, maybe razor close in the final hour. Who will be the winner tonight? Or could there be a cliffhanger?
This is the time to elect a leader.
I'd like to win this thing earlier than later, so go out there.
Now, CNN's coverage of election night in America, the fight for the presidency, the battle for Congress, and the issues dividing the nation.
I'm not ready to give up on the fight.
Do you want more of the same or do you want change?
The first polls are closing, the nation is watching, and history is in the making right now.
We're live at the presidential candidates' campaign headquarters, the Obama camp in Chicago, the Romney camp in Boston. Both campaigns are anxiously waiting for the final word from voters on this election night in America. We'd like to welcome our viewers in the United States and around the world. I'm Wolf Blitzer. We're counting down to the first projections in the race for the White House and for control of the United States Congress. Just minutes from now, all polls closed in Georgia, Indiana, Kentucky, South Carolina, Vermont, and the battleground state of Virginia. A total of 60 electoral votes are up for grabs in those states. And remember, it takes 270 electoral votes to win this election.
A huge victory and 4 more years. President Barack Obama wins re-election, and in the end, it wasn't even close.
You made your voice heard, and you made a difference.
With a gracious concession, Republican challenger Mitt Romney made a humble request of both parties
To put the people before the politics.
No Republican has ever won the White House without Ohio.
In the end, the battleground state of Ohio put the election out of reach.
The President of the United States defeats Mitt Romney.
But the nation remains a house divided as the balance of power holds firm on Capitol Hill. A call for unity.
We remain more than a collection of red states and blue states. We are and forever will be the United States of America.
This morning, we have every issue covered. Can the White House and Congress work together to fix the economy? Will the partisan gap now close? With the Empire State Building bathed in blue light, this much is clear.
Let the world know that 11:18 p.m. on the East Coast of the United States, we projected this win, the re-election of Barack Obama for another 4 years.
Morning, welcome everybody, and we welcome our viewers here in the United States and our viewers around the world as well. I'm Soledad O'Brien. Lots to talk about. You heard Wolf Blitzer say it. Barack Obama gets another 4 years, but we also know that the balance of power has not changed. What will that mean for actually leading the country to some big changes? It'll be interesting to see. Here's what the president said last night.